you for joining me. I'm going to wait for you all to join me before I launch into a chat. Got lots of things to say, but so lovely to join you all today. Oh, now let me get my Lisa Eldridge foundation. Let's put some of this on because it's beautiful. And I'm looking for my flat foundation brush. Oh, I've got loads of things popping up about Black Friday. Oh, got things to say about that too. I've got lots of things to say today. But at the moment I'm talking to myself, so I'll wait for you all to join me. So, let's put on some Lisa Eldridge. I think I'll put it on without Flawless Filter underneath. Hello, Shahina. I'm just putting on some Lisa Eldridge foundation while you're all joining me. And I saw your picture. Beautiful. So you're in shade 13. Now you're probably thinking, how did she remember that when she can't remember names? Because I've got this really weird memory, Shahina. Hello there, Rebecca. I had this really weird... Where's everyone? You were the first to join me. I've only just come on, that's why. Hello, Helena. I have this memory that I've never been able to remember people's names. Right? They tell me their name and I forget it in a heartbeat. Hello, Nina. You're holding off your drive to Telford for a conference to be with you. Oh, I hope I don't hold you up too much. But I remember numbers. So all I had to do was read that you were shade 13. And I'll probably remember that next year, that Shahina is shade 13. It's really bizarre, I know. So, always been the same. Hello, Lisa. So I'm talking about my weird memory. Hello, Stacey. It's because I'm a music person. Ali, music and numbers. It's true. Certain part of the brain. But I wish Charlotte would start calling things by numbers because some of her names, they're so similar. Hollywood, film star, red carpet, nude gasm, everything gasm. Oh, everything's so similar. It's like Pat McGrath. Everything's mothership. Yours is like a sieve. So perhaps you should just all tell me your birthdays. And I'll go, come in January the 6th. Nice to see you again. Yes, it was beautiful, wasn't it? Hello, I hope you're well now and not in so much pain. Well, actually, I was going to update you about that. I'm actually in rather a good, energised mood. Now, that's not to say, my pain is actually a lot better today, a lot better. But it's been bad. I have to admit, it's been bad. And it's been very difficult to keep going and to motivate myself. But yesterday, I had a letter last week from my consultant after my appointment. You know, I went to see my spina bifida consultant and they came out with a number of suggestions. So I'll tell you exactly what was said because I love to share with you guys. So he said, right, okay, I say he, it's actually a woman. I don't know why I'm saying he because he's retiring, the consultant. And so they said, right, we need to get you an MRI done of your back again to see, like, if there's any changes going on. Because obviously my balance is going as well as my pain getting worse. But they kind of expect it's going to get worse. But they said we should do an MRI anyway. And we also think we should look at the medication you're on and up it. Now, I've already upped one of them. I'm on various things that help with pain. But patches to kind of... Hello, Jennifer. Sorry, did I not say hello to Jennifer? Hello, Jennifer. Oh, no, I did, because you were the one that brought up pain. You hurt your neck, back and hips a day as too much heavy lifting. Oh, well, Stacey, I'm sorry that you hurt your neck, but I'm glad that it means that you're not at work and you can join us, darling. I'm so sorry. Yes, everyone's sending their get well wishes to you. So, you know, one of my painkillers recently, they doubled the dose and I finally got those, which have been helping a bit. But then what happens is you take them regularly and you start getting immune to them. But that's my top-up pain relief. So in addition, I have the patches, which gives you that steady release of pain relief. And it's quite strong, but it's very low dose. So it kind of is there all the time. So there's that. And then there is another tablet that I'm on, which is a very low dose antidepressant. But I've tried upping that before and I just go completely gaga, more than I am now, you know, like when I tried to up that once before, they upped the dose slightly and I got on my scooter and thought, why can't I see where I'm going? And then realised I didn't have my glasses on. And when I told the doctor that, I said, yeah, no, we definitely shouldn't up that one. And then there's one that I'm on called Beckham, which is for, it's for muscle spasms, but it's more to do with muscle spasms from a neurological cause. So it's not going to help somebody that's done a lot of running in a whatever, and it's just a muscular problem. It's about when it's caused by something neurologically, causing the muscles to twitch and do all sorts of things. And that can also help pain, because if you haven't got all that stiffness, then whatever. So basically, she wrote and said, right, I suggest upping her patches, upping the baclofen, and upping the top up to Oromorph, and having an MRI and being seen by a pain consultant. So yesterday I had an appointment on the telephone with my GP, and he went through it all and he said, right, he said, all of these are really good suggestions, but I don't want to throw all of it at once to you, because then we've got nowhere else to go and we can't figure out what's working and what isn't if we throw everything at you at once. He said, I'm reluctant to start you on the Oromorph, which was great. It's a real relief, because I was scared. I'm scared about taking Oromorph. You know, it's like the heavy duty stuff. And I mean, even though I was in pain, I was still scared, because where do you go after that, you know? He said, we'll leave that at the moment. It's a great suggestion, but let's leave that for the moment. Let's try upping your baclofen first. So just up it a little bit, and then, so he gave me basically up it a little bit, and then if that doesn't work, up it a little bit more. And then we're going to up your patches as well, so that you've got a long, steady thing. Have I ordered the new CT lid luster in chiffon? No. Thank you, Stacey. Oh, VB. No, I did see the VB one, actually, Stacey, and I was tempted. I am considering it. Have you ordered it? So VB's brought out some new lid luster shades. I know. I thought CT had done it as well. I've still got a bit of mascara on my eyes from last night. It didn't come off very well. And that is the Trini London. It's actually more difficult to remove than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, listen, to just sum up about my pain relief. The reason that I've upped my baclofen a little bit. And I was in a lot of pain yesterday, but then realised that one of my patches had fallen off. Can't find it anywhere. Fallen off on my arm, so that's why I was in pain. But the reason I'm a little bit more upbeat is because there's a plan. There's a plan in place. Try this. If that doesn't work, try this. If that doesn't work, try that. And I'm being seen by a pain specialist, and I'm probably going to get an MRI. So there are things happening. I'm not on my own with it. So that's why I feel like mentally, I'm sure any of you that deal with chronic pain, mentally, if you're on your own with it and it's just bearing down on you every single day and you can't do anything about it, it drags you down. But mentally, if you know that there's a plan in place and people are on it, we're on the case, then you feel like, okay, I can deal with this now. Yes, it's horrible, and yes, it's dragging me down, but I can deal with it because there's a plan. And that's basically, sorry, but I probably could have said that in 2 sentences. So I'm feeling a lot better. And what it made me realise something else. So this is going back to my channel now, ladies, and gents. I always leave out gents, but in case any gentlemen ever join me, you are very welcome at Ali's place. So yeah, going back to my channel, I suddenly thought, my videos are a little bit sporadic. You'll looking back at my channel and that, and it's to do with my disability, is that when my pain's not too bad, I suddenly that you get loads of videos and then I disappear for another couple of weeks because my pain's bad. And so I thought, right, I need to have a plan. So basically I've been filming like mad the last couple of days. Filming. But you're not going to get them all at once. I'm just actually going to have them lined up. And therefore, you're going to get more regular videos. So what I've decided is that when I'm having good pain days, I'm going to film. And then I'll have them all edited and ready to go on bad pain days. So I'm hoping that works. And I should have thought about that 3 years ago. But I didn't. But I have now. So hopefully that's going to work a bit better. So I'm really on the case. I've been working really hard the last 3 days on some videos to put out for you guys. And I'm so excited because it means that I don't have to feel depressed as well on a bad pain day, that I can't put out a video, because that depresses me. And I've still got interaction with you guys. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there's a plan. Yes, now, I have some thoughts about Black Friday. Hello, Deborah. VB has 25% off at the moment. Oh, I'll definitely... thank you, Lisa. I'll definitely have a look. Now, I had a thought about Black Friday. And because I'm getting bombarded, I don't know about you. And, I'm trying to be a bit frugal with money. I'm not broke, but I also want to have savings and whatever. And I don't really earn a lot from my channel. And I want to be able to kind of be sensible, and start reining in a bit. And there's something about Black Friday that is, you get all these... And I was getting sucked into it and thinking, oh, that's good and that's good. One of the things, great example, Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I absolutely love that limited edition jar of Magic Cream that's got the refill. Absolutely adore it. And I put it in my basket. Thought, I've got to get that. And I thought, well, hang on a minute. I've got 1.5 jars of Magic Cream. And goodness knows how many of those travel sizes as well. You've ordered that jar. Oh, Stacey. Oh, I'm so tempted. And then I thought, I don't actually need that right now. But it's because it's limited edition and I like the jar and I like the box that it's in. And yeah, that's all good. But I don't actually need to get Magic Cream right now. And that's going to mean that if I see anything else I really want, you know, it's all about that. And it made me think about the stuff that they throw at you. And if you look at some of the things, I mean, I'm not using that one as an example, but some of the things we don't really need, but we think we've got to get it because it's the last time we're going to get it at that price. So I've been trying to be a bit more of a smart shopper and actually only look at things that are reduced in the Black Friday sale that were already in my wish list or that I'm running out of, rather than getting caught up in buying things that I realise after I've bought them that I actually didn't need or didn't want, but I just thought I should get them because it was the last time I was going to get them at that price. Anyway, that's my little speech for the day. So yeah, I'm sort of getting drawn in by Black Friday, but I'm trying also to be sensible. You don't buy on sale now, just shampoo and skincare, concealer, boring stuff. Yeah, that's becoming me, Rebecca. Oh, right. So everybody's got some tips. So Space NK are doing 25% off CT and free gifts too. Oh, 20% off Space NK. John Lewis, £102 with refill. Really? What the... Now, Stacey, is it that jar, though? Is it that jar? Nina's saying yes. Oh, you see, I might... Oh, I might be tempted. How long does magic cream last if you don't open it? Does anyone know? Can anyone look that up for me? What's the shelf life if you don't open it? Right, I'm going to put some powder on while you're all researching that for me. I should know these things. But you see, for example, I really need a new light airbrush flawless powder. I need that because I've run out. And actually, I prefer the look of the light one on my face. I'm not using any concealer because I actually like using the Lisa Eldridge. And I've put the Lisa Eldridge one on foundation as a concealer. I like the look of it. And it may be not as pigmented as a concealer, but it's actually does the trick enough. And it doesn't crease and it looks nice on the skin. So I've been using it a lot as a concealer as well. And I've got to stop myself from saying things that I've been saying in videos in the last few days. 6 months shelf life. Is that without you opening it, though? Is that once you've opened it? I think on the jar it'll tell you how long it lasts when you open it. But if you don't open it, how long does it last? Yes, that's once opened. I wonder, I might actually email Charlotte Tilbury and say, if you don't open magic cream, how long does it last? Because they always give you the time for once it's opened, once you've opened the jar. I did see a video a long time ago by a skincare expert that was actually saying, yes, that was actually saying that the ingredients in Charlotte's magic cream were really good, but she didn't recommend it because it was in a jar and that a lot of the ingredients in it would be ruined by having it in a jar that wasn't airtight. And I always remember that and make sure I put the lid straight back on after I use it and make sure it's tightly on, because she said that if it was in a pump, that's why I think Magic Cream Light is probably better, because it's in a pump. She said if this cream was in a pump in an airtight container, she said I would buy it, but I won't buy it because it will be effective for the first few times, and then the air ruins a lot of the ingredients. Yeah, you see, I was sent one, my backup magic cream. I was sent one last year for being a superstar. I'm sure a lot of us were, weren't we? So I'm still on the one before that. Yeah. Yeah, well, I do store I do often keep things in the box. I don't actually, I used to keep my magic cream that I was using in the box. I don't do that anymore, but I do keep everything else sort of in a box that's dark. Now, I haven't reviewed this yet, but I thought, let's do a look, because there's plenty of looks I can do with it. Let's have a try of this art library by MAC. It's a little bit intimidating, but I like a challenge. Sorry, me doing this is really accentuating my double chin. So I've got lots and lots of videos coming up. I've got some the MAC shadows that I got, you know, the Pro palette that I made up myself. So that's going to be coming up. I've also been reviewing this Natasha Denona holiday exclusive, which I did get on Cult Beauty, and I got money off it for Black Friday. Now, this was in my wish list, so I didn't mind being caught by Black Friday for this because it was in my wish list. So that's coming up. I've filmed that one already. So I've got lots of films all backed up and nearly ready to go. Some of them are ready to go and some of them are nearly ready to go. You got it too and you can't wait to use it. And it's so affordable. So affordable with the money off. I don't know if Cult Beauty has still got money off it. But even without money off it, this is only £22. It was something like 16. Just over £16. And Ali, if you do get it, you can get a free quad, Dazzling Diamonds, you can use for a Christmas gift or keep as a backup. Ah, right. Is that on... But is that John Lewis or is that on Charlotte Tilbury? Stacey, have you got your jar yet? Because if you do, when you get your jar, can you send me a picture? Because I am tempted. And you're all such a bad influence. I'm trying to be well behaved. Oh, John Lewis. Okay. Okay. Have you got it already? If so, could you send me a picture? Because obviously I've seen the pictures on the site. But send me a picture of yours so I can see it in real life without all of their fancy lighting. Ah, before I get on to doing my eyeshadow, I suddenly remembered. Again, I can't remember her name. It's a shame it's not a number. But one lady, I hope you can identify yourself. I don't think she joins me on my lives, but she might join me on the... Okay, thank you, Stacey. She might join me on the playback. One lady asked a really great question. She said, can you get Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks into the brush kits? And I said that I would discuss this on my live. So you can't get her standard lipsticks in because they're too thick. You know, they're too wide, the circumference. You wouldn't be able to close it. But what you can do is you can get these lipsticks. These are the kind of superstar lips. And you can get the new ones, what do they call them? The the ones with the lips on. What are they called? See, I can't remember any of her names anymore. Somebody help me. Limitless Lucky Lips. Got it. Limitless Lucky Lips. She's doing her alliteration again, isn't she? Limitless Lucky Lips. She loves doing that, Charlotte. Very clever. It sells. Alliteration sells products. Limitless Lucky Lips. I can do it in her accent. The one you get in the new Pillow Talk kit would fit, yes. Limitless Lucky Lips. Darlings. Right. So either the Limitless Lucky Lips or the Superstar Lips, you can fit in. And I promised this lady, whoever you are, sorry I can't remember your name, that I would demonstrate what I mean. So I said, you can get this in. So let me just show you. It goes in like that. What you've got to do is to be careful because it only just shuts. Now what you've got to do is avoid putting it so that when you shut it, it's going against this thick face brush, because then it's either not going to shut or you're going to damage the brush or damage the case because that is too wide to shut properly. Can you see? So I was trying to explain this on a message and I couldn't. So I promised that I would demonstrate it. So when you put it in, just make sure it's the opposite side so that when it's closing against these slimmer brushes and then you can shut it. Just. It shuts and it stays put. Okay? But only with these type of lipsticks. So I hope that's answered that lady's question. I did answer her and say yes for these, but be careful how you shut it. And so, again, I'm just going to do another quick demonstration. So when you put it in the case, make sure that you're not putting it in a position where it's going to shut against the big brush. Just have it the opposite side so it's going to shut against the smaller brushes and then you'll be fine. It shuts and it stays put. And then you can get your little travel size. Now this isn't a travel size. Some of these are a bit too long. You can get your lip liners in there. You can get also the little testers of the mascaras. You can't get a travel size mascara in there because again it's too thick. So let me just show you. So look, this is the travel size Pillow Talk. It's too wide, so you could probably do, but it might damage. I wouldn't want to force that. But the little samples that come out, she's doing Pillow Talk sample mascaras. I saved them to put in here, so you can do that. The Natasha Denona would fit in there. That palette you just showed. That's a good point. Let's see. Does it? Let's see. Let's try. I'm sure Charlotte would be delighted that we're testing whether we can get Natasha Denona into her brush kit. Let's see. Here we go. I haven't taken that silly little thing out yet. Let's take that out. Right. It fits. Now, does it shut? No, not really. It might do at a push, but I don't want to break it because it's let me, if I organise it so that it's not shutting against the, let's put that side. Let's put that side. Now let's see if it shuts. Yes, that's the trick. So the Natasha Denona fits and it fits comfortably. Just put your big brush, the big one of the brushes, next to it so that it's not shutting against that big brush because then it becomes too thick. Look, fits perfectly. There you go. And you can get a lip liner in there as well. Let's get a lip liner. Where was that lip liner? I just had it a minute ago. So you can get a lip liner. You can put that in the opposite side. That one's just slightly too long, but it works. There you go. And you could probably also get your mascara in there. Your little sample mascara. Well spotted, Ali Pallies. Brilliant. And do you know what else? That's actually very helpful because I was thinking one of the downsides of this holiday kit is there's nowhere to put this brush. But now I can put it in here. I thought I'm going to lose that little Natasha Denona brush, but it fits perfectly in there. There you go. Brilliant. See what we can all achieve together? Fantastic. Let me just get my Sonia G brush. I must put that on my Christmas wish list. Any deals on the Sonia G brushes, Rebecca? Or anyone? Mind you, you've still got to pay customs. But right, let's get adventurous with this palette, shall we? Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put, because these are very bright colours. But again, because of my yellow undertones, you're laughing like a drain here. Oh, right, Stacey, thank you. CT80 and it will take off £42. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to screenshot that. You're tempting me to get that magic cream now. You're such a bad influence, ladies. I do like it, though. It does look pretty. It does, it does, it does. This is not a new case from Charlotte. Sorry, I'm using one of her cases from a previous year. This is one of, I think this came out last year. This year it's a red velvet one. This one is the most serviceable because it's wipe clean. The velvet ones get a bit messy if you use them too much. But I tend to use this one a lot because it still looks new and you don't mess it up by getting makeup on it. The velvet ones look lovely, but if you got foundation on your hands or a bit of eyeshadow from blending, it gets caught in the velvet and you can't clean them very well. So I tend to keep those for best. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, I need to dig out actually. I won't do it now because it's not within reach. I need to dig out my fair one of these concealers that's almost white, but I'm gonna now we've got some more fantastic ideas coming up here. If you spray the red velvet with a shoe protector, nothing sticks to it. That's a brilliant tip. Thank you, Nina. It's quite deep velvet though. But I shall try that shoe protector. What, that spray for Nubuck? Right, so you can see this is the medium. Can you imagine what the light's going to look like? And I've got the light, haven't I? Thanks to Nina. The suede one. Okay. That'll be something going into a shoe shop when I don't buy shoes and asking for a shoe protector. I'm not using it for my shoes. I've got NHS ones. I'm using it for my makeup cases. Right, I'm doing that to protect the colour. Because all these colours, as you know, when you've got yellow undertones, they look lovely in the pan and you go to put them on and they look completely different. So I'm using that as a blank canvas. Now, what kind of colours shall I go for today? Let's try the green. Let's try the green and the gold. How about that? To go with the jumper. I'm wearing kind of purpley trousers on. I wish I could show you them, but I'm not that agile. I've got a green and plum outfit going on here. So I might put a bit of, but the purple's too cool. It's more plum. I've also used Scotchgard sofa protector. I've got some of that. But I've got leather protector. Nanex, not sure how you spell it. Shoe protector is the best. Thank you, Deborah. Wow, you've all got such great ideas. Right, let's put... The only thing about this is there's no kind of neutral shade. It's more a palette, I think, that you mix with something else. But I'm going to go in with it. Let's just go in with this green. And I'll shove it on the lids. I've not actually set that concealer because I'm going to use the eyeshadow to set it. In fact, I might put this all over my mobile lid to start with. Green, please. Yeah, definitely the green. Now, if I put this on without putting that concealer underneath, it would not look that green on me. Goes lovely with your jumper. Well, that was the idea of picking green. Definitely. But I'll introduce a little bit of shimmer as well to my eyelids. But I'm just going to go all over the lid so that I've set that concealer with it. I need to keep an eye on, ladies, because I have got to go for 2 o'clock. Little story. They do these Zoom calls, education kind of info calls for anybody under the lymphedema service. So they sent me this invite and I said, I'll be there 10 o'clock this morning. And it said to help you to manage your lymphedema, blah, blah, blah. And as I got onto the call, it says lymphedema and your arms. I was thinking, hang on, wait a minute, what's this about? I don't have lymphedema in my arms. It's on my legs. So I got through on the Zoom call and I said, just want to question. I noticed it said lymphedema and your arms, and I don't have lymphedema in my arms. It's in my legs. Will this be useful for me? And she says, oh, crumbs, you've been added to the wrong list. The one for legs is this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So that's why I've got a Zoom call to tell me all about how to manage my lymphedema at 2 o'clock. I said I might be a little late because I had a pre-arranged online meeting, which I could have rearranged if they'd actually sent me the right, if I'd been on the right list and got sent the one for legs. So if I'm a bit late, so be it. It's a start, isn't it? But there's no matte dark shade in this palette to kind of put in the socket. So I'm kind of looking and thinking, what do I do? What do I do? There is a black, which I could put on very, very... Or I could mix it with another palette. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's try the black, because if I put the black on very, very lightly, this might actually work. Mix the red and the dark blue. That's a good idea. Well, I've gone in with the black now. I'm putting the black on really lightly, because if I put it on really lightly and it's mixed up with a bit of that green, it's going to look like a dark green. Yes, I like that. It doesn't look black, it looks dark green. And that's also because of the concealer underneath. So many great ideas that you're all sharing this morning. Let's nestle some in the outer corner. So this is my Sonia G brush. Another video that I'm about to put out is how to powder like a pro for more youthful and, I don't know the exact title of it yet, but more youthful and more rested look. And I'm really drilling down on it based on my training as a makeup artist in stage makeup that I did when I was 18. About shade and light. Oh, I keep getting messages saying Jack's got detentions. He's really playing up at the moment. Right, I'm going to take that black and put it underneath. I might mix a bit of the green in with it. Yeah, I will, because it's looking a bit harsh. So I'll mix a bit of the green in with it so that it looks like the dark green above. And that's why it's called an artistry palette or art library, because just as Nina suggested, think of it like paints, mixing up your colours to get what you want. Like that. But then I'm going to take, now there's two golds here. I think I'm going to take the lighter one of the two. And I'm going to just dot some of that on with my fingers on the inner part of my mobile lid. Yes. Nice. I like that a lot. See, now don't be scared of palettes like this, just because we're a little bit, like for those of you that are a bit more mature, because a lot of these shadows in this palette are matte. And you can mix them to get the colours that you want. And you can also, you know, you could get your Charlotte Tilbury Nude palette out, the matte one, and you could use that to put in certain areas if you feel more comfortable with not having too much colour on your lids. Now, I just need to blend out that line underneath a bit more. Let me get my smudge brush. I'm going to take the green again, and I'm going to use that to blend that out a bit more. And then perhaps put a bit of gold in the inner part. By the way, did you know you can get a makeup artist diploma online with New Skills Academy? I did mine for $19.99. That's good. I did look at online ones, but the ones that I was looking at were like £700. $19.99. That's very cheap. How long's the course though? It doesn't sound like it would be very in-depth for $19.99. Was it a good course? Was it in-depth? Oh, you can do a little bit at a time. So what can you build on that then? Is that like a beginner's one and then you can do an intermediate and a... Like, can you skip to more advanced? Because obviously, I did quite a bit of training, not as much as somebody that's perhaps working at Mac might have done, but I did quite a bit in stage makeup. Videos and then questions. Okay. That's really cool, that. I like this. And I'm going to take a little bit of the gold. And I'm going to take that in the here. And perhaps I might be as bold as to... How dark is it? That's actually not too dark. The other one would be. That's the sort of more orangey gold. But this lighter one, probably I can get away with putting it in here. I don't like them when they're too dark in that inner corner. Yeah, actually, Nina, if you... So you're going to send it to Stacey would like the link, please. And actually, if you send it to me as well, Nina, I'll put it up in my community notice board in case anyone's watching this and is interested. And actually, if anybody comments below on the replay, I'll also put it... I'll put it the link in a pinned comment at the top of this. So if anyone's watching on replay and they want the link, then have a look at the pinned comment. Let's see, will this work as a highlighter or is it too gold? No, it works as a highlighter. That's good. I like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can find my liner brush, I'm going to find my little liner brush and use that black as an eyeliner. Actually, even better is I can do the Victoria Beckham one first and then set it with the black eyeshadow. I just want to find my liner brush. Bear with me a second. Come on, liner brush, appear quickly, please. So it's so difficult to find because it's such a tiny brush. This is my little box of brushes. That's not the one. It always disappears, my liner brush, because it's so tiny. Mind you, I've got another one, actually, by Tarte, which is probably a bit easier to find. Aha, yeah, this one. This is also great if you've got coordination problems, if you've got arthritis in your hands or anything, because it's got the angle. So you can do that, and you can really steady your hands. So if you've got any issues with coordination, this is a really good brush to have. So you've got a straight one at this end, and then you've got this curved one at this end. And I think this was Tarte. There's also another, yes, Tarte. It's very, very good. I think there's another one on Beauty and the Boutique, but it just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to start by using the Victoria Beckham and getting it as close as I can. You really do need to blend this out and set it, otherwise it's really easy, this liner, to get on because it's so creamy, but the downside of that is that it will smudge. Thank you for sending those links. I'm really liking this look. And look, that just looks green, doesn't it, in the socket, even though it was black, because it mixed with the green. I've also prepared another video where you're going to see Ali at the age of 15 and Ali at the age of 30. Few spoiler alerts here. Right, I'm going to smudge that in so that it doesn't. Now, the great thing also about Victoria Beckham liners, because they're so soft and pliable, I didn't even need to do that line there, because actually what you can do is take it right up to the end and then you can push it out into a flick because it's so soft. So you can do that, just push it out. Oh, the silver one, it'll be back. You fancied what, the Victoria Beckham silver liner? I've got that one. Eventually what will happen is it will become available on Cult Beauty. They never have the new ones on Cult Beauty, but once they've been available for a while, hope I can catch a bit of the live. I forgot. Ah, don't worry, Terry. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. And I know it's very early for you, Terry, where you are, so, you know, you're forgiven. And you can always watch the beginning on replay. They took VB off Cult Beauty Black Friday. Yet some brands just don't want to take part. Do you know the other thing that I was very tempted to get, but it is very expensive, is I've been using that new Retinoate by Medicaid, and it is, my skin is feeling so soft at the moment. Look, really plump and soft, and my pigmentation's looking a lot better on it, but it's very expensive, and I probably can't afford to repurchase it that much. But they had an offer on it with 2 other products in it for Black Friday, but still expensive, you know. And again, I was thinking, well, do I need the other 2 products? And that's when you start to question, like, yes, it's a good deal, but it's making me buy the other 2 products in order to get it discounted. And actually, would I not be better just waiting until this one runs out and then just get it on its own? It's that fear of missing out. They're so clever at it. This brush is so easy. So if you want an angled liner brush, see, when you do that, it's so easy to get in because it's angled. Have a look on Tarte for this brush. Is there a silver in CT, do you know, the colourful palette? CT did. Do you mean the Icon palette? I don't think there's a silver in the Icon palette. In fact, I can't think of a silver that Charlotte's... Oh, I tell you what, the silver, I know there is silver, but not in that palette. No, not in the Icon palette, but of course there is the Rock Chick, and there is Uptown Girl. They've both got silvers in them. Have you got either of those? Do you know what? I might put a little bit of that Victoria Beckham new one that you're talking about. I might put that in my lower waterline. You've got to go, okay? Thank you for joining me. Can anyone tell me what the time is? Are we getting near to 2 o'clock? Oh, we are. 3 minutes, because I've just seen you've got Uptown Girl. Well, there's a silver in that. Now, what have I done with my new one? My new one, have I still got that in its box, probably? I was thinking that that would go quite nicely with this, but I think I've still got it in the box. Let's have a look. I need to get the lipstick on fast. Sea grey. Let's put that in my lower waterline. You wanted to see if it's similar to the VB Mirror Lid Luster. Thank you, Terry. As I said, if I'm a bit late, then so be it. They should have sent me the right link and I could have readjusted my live. But I only knew about this morning, so they can forgive me for being a bit late. This does go nicely with this look. Oh, look at that. This is the Victoria Beckham one. What was the question? No, it's not. I have both. Could you put up swatches? Oh, it's not similar to the VB Mirror Lid Luster. Right, that's that. Do you know what? I'm not going to have time to put on my mascara, so I'll do that later. But let's just finish off with a lipstick. And I'll use something that's nearby, but I'm really liking that look. So that's using this MAC Art Library palette. First time I've used that. Because I've been waiting to do a review on it for you guys. Now, I could do with a red, I think, a red lipstick. Let me show you the one that I used yesterday. First of all, I'm going to take Victoria Beckham red lip liner. Please let me find it quickly. It all depends if I put it back yesterday. I did put it back. Well done, Ali. Right, Victoria Beckham. No, you're fine. It's because everybody comments and then they're replying to different things. So I'm doing this quickly now so I can get going. But I'll do a picture later. Oh, I'll be all glammed up for my Zoom call. And then what I'm going to do over the top, I did this yesterday for one of the videos that I filmed, is I'm going to put Valentina. And this is a Trini London lipstick, which sometimes looks pink on me, which is why I like to put a red lip liner underneath. It's Lip Love and it's called Valentina and it's like that. It's a kind of metallic red, but it can look pink on me. If you're fairer, it will look red. Just take it with my fingers. I'm really enjoying that look. Anyway, I'm going to have to shoot off, ladies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a like. Thank you. And I will see you all very soon. And stand by for lots of videos coming up. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much. Love you, ladies. And I'll check out John Lewis later on. Thank you, Stacey. All right. Take care. Love you all.